I'm about to do your Taurus tarot reading for the end of February, beginning of March 2022. And in this Taurus love reading, we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Taurus, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Taurus love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Taurus tarot reading for you. Now, let's get on with this Taurus love reading today. Oh, we got Page of Cups trying to jump out. Because in this reading, we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. And I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you. Then I'll get 3 cards for you, Taurus, 3 cards for your person. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now keep in mind that this is not a personal reading, this is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. If a personal reading with me is something that you're interested in, you can find all the information about my personal readings in the description and the first pinned comment right below this video. But this is a general reading, which means I'm tapping into the collective energy of the large group of Taurus people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for, which also really means that there's no possible way this reading is going to resonate with literally every single Taurus person on the entire planet all at the same time, because not every Taurus person is going through the same situation or experiencing the same energies all at the same time. It's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can and do get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers, which means if you're not a Taurus and you're just watching this Taurus love reading because you're interested in a Taurus and you want to know what's going on between the two of you, I'm totally cool with that. Just keep in mind that especially for cross watchers, energies are pretty prone to get flipped around backwards, so you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you should still probably watch the videos for your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos, information on my personal readings, the different tarot decks that I'm using in this reading, crystals, orgone pyramids, all kinds of fun, helpful stuff is in the description right below this video. But enough yakking. I know it has been a long time since I've gotten to do a Taurus reading for you here on YouTube. I think the last time I posted a Taurus tarot reading was November. In November, I did like 36 readings for the channel. I did 46 personal readings, and then I took a trip to Texas to visit my fiance. When I came back in December, I had a whole lot more personal readings that I had to get to. Then I took some time off for Christmas and New Year's with my family and my fiance. Then in January, I did a buttload of personal readings, and so far this month in February, it hasn't let up any. So this is actually the first time I've had any free time to sit down to record any readings for the channel. I think I've put 1 reading up for the month of February so far, and that's been for Capricorn. So I know it's been a long time, and I'm doing the best that I can to stay caught up. Just keep in mind, I am a one-man show. I record all these readings. I do all the editing myself, all the graphics, all the search engine optimization so people can find them on YouTube. I'm running that store on my website all by myself, building the website, adding to that all by myself, and on top of it, I'm a single dad with full custody of my 9-year-old son, so I still have to do everything around the house, laundry, getting meals ready, getting him back and forth from school, helping him with his homework, spending time with him, and all that. So I'm doing the best I can to stay caught up with these readings here on YouTube, but hopefully I've got things caught up enough to where I can get back to some semblance of a regular schedule. But enough yakking, let's get on with this Taurus February or end of February, beginning of March love reading. Let's start by getting 1 card for what is the mutual point of interest between Taurus and their romantic person of interest here at the end of February, beginning of March 2022, please. What's going on? Okay, let's get 3 cards for you, Taurus. What's going on with Taurus as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them here at the end of February, beginning of March 2022, please. Let's get 2 more for Taurus. 1 more, please. Okay, we're taking an extra one there at the end, no problem. Got two jump out together, so I'm going to read those to you together. Let's get 3 cards for Taurus's person, please. What's going on with Taurus as Taurus's romantic person of interest as it relates to Taurus and the connection between them here at the end of February, beginning of March 2022, please. Okay. Let's get one more. What's going on with Taurus's romantic person of interest here at the end of February, beginning of March? Thank you. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the 3 of Coins. 3 of Coins is Capricorn energy. This is usually an energy of teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you would normally be working together here to build is the 10 of Pentacles, that maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity, that happy, stable, abundant home life that we all want. Coming together like this, the 10 of Pentacles can also be like the combining together of 2 people or 2 families and all their assets and resources in order to build something very stable, abundant, and prosperous. It's got me a little weirded out here is in this deck, in a normal tarot deck, there's usually 3 people on the card working together to build something. In this deck, there's only 1 person working by themselves. So a lot of times for me, that would really mean that there's some separation between the 2 of you where one of you feels like you're pulling all the weight on your own. Like, could be a situation where you feel like that you're trying to build what needs to be built together, but you're doing it by yourself, or it could mean that your person feels that way. Could be some separation between the 2 of you. Right under that, I have the 7 of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. This is an energy of options and choices, but confusion about those options and choices. There's a lot of cups here. There's a lot of different stuff in these cups, a lot of different ways this situation between the 2 of you can play itself out. And there's a lot of emotions involved, and no one's wanting to make a mistake here. So there's some confusion about what to do regarding either working together as equals or feeling like you're not working together as equals like you should be. Right under that 7 of Cups, I have the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. It's a major arcana card. This is powerful energy. This is an energy of withdrawal, isolation. It's about something happening that forces one of you to go inside yourself, to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. I see there's a lot of confusion, a lot of different ways this could play out. This is one of you going inside, contemplating this deeply, trying to figure out how to move forward from here. A lot of times this means that there's been like a communication breakdown between the 2 of you, or communication has slowed down dramatically. Not exactly sure what's going on yet. We'll come back to this more as we go through your energy and your person's energy. But this mutual point of interest, this is shared energy that is affecting both of you. So it may not be affecting you both in exactly the same way. Again, this is going to be something that I come back to through your energy and apply it to you, and come back to their energy and apply it to them. But this is energy affecting both of you, and the mutual point of interest between the 2 of you here at the end of February, beginning of March 2022 is the Moon. This is Pisces energy. This is an energy of fear, worry, anxiety. It's an energy of feeling like something is hidden in the dark, feeling like maybe you can't see everything. There might be something that you don't know about. Sometimes this card can represent secrets being kept. Sometimes this card can just represent that you're on a path together here, and neither of you can fully see the entire path in front of you. And you're having some fear and worry and anxiety about that because you're not even sure if you're still on the path together or not. It's kind of like driving at nighttime, though. You don't really see the entire road in front of you at nighttime. All you can see is that little spot in front of you that your headlights are lighting up, and you're still able to get from point A to point B safely. So this is kind of the advice of this card. Is like, you don't really need to see the full path. You just need to see what's right in front of you. Stay on the path. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Stop being afraid because you can't see the whole thing. You don't really need to see the whole thing. But there's definitely some anxiety, some fear, some worry here, possibly feeling like something's not fully exposed, not out in the open. So tell me more about this Moon card as the mutual point of interest. Why is that mutual energy between Taurus and their romantic person of interest here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. This is Aquarius energy. This is a card of wish fulfillment. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. This is also card 17 of the major arcana. Card 16, the one right before this in the sequence, is the Tower. So you don't ever make it to the Star energy without going through a tower of some kind first, where something abruptly changes, something comes apart, something's not the same as it was before. When that happens, it's usually a game changer, and it's usually really hard to see the path moving forward from there. Kind of got that impression from the moon here, but the Star is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the way for you so that you can see your path moving forward after a tower moment happens. So this is where hope comes from. It's where healing comes from. In a love reading, this card can signify that you guys are viewing each other as a gift from the universe. You're viewing each other as the one for you. This feels like having the hope that something can be repaired here. We've got the Queen of Swords right under that. That's Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. This is about speaking your truth on something. Now, the Queen of Swords is usually a pretty smart, pretty fair person. She'll let you speak your truth. The problem with her is she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to the Queen of Swords, that'd damn well better match the truth she already knows, or she's going to use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of speaking the truth about something. It's also oftentimes an energy of cutting off the things or the people that aren't in your best interest anymore. A lot of times this can represent the severing of a connection. Looking like we're having the hope that that can be healed here. Three of Wands right under that, Aries energy. This is an energy of being at the beginning stages of manifesting something. It's also an energy of waiting, though. In the Two of Wands, you're at this fork in the road, like a decision point about which path leads you to the world that you really want, and which path do you need to leave behind in order to get there. Well, in the Three of Wands, that decision has been made. The path has been chosen, and you're taking active steps down that path, going toward what it is that you want. You're trying to manifest the world that you desire. It just hasn't materialized in the physical 3D reality yet. This is an energy of waiting on it, but having a positive expectancy that the world you want, the thing you're trying to manifest, is actually going to happen. So it's looking like we had some sort of a severing, and we're waiting on things to be healed here. Probably having some fear, worry, and anxiety about whether or not it's going to be healed, whether or not we're on the path to be able to heal this. Again, feeling like we've got some distance between you, some separation between you, where you're not necessarily pulling in the same direction. You're not necessarily working together to build that happy, stable, abundant home life here. Could be waiting on an apology. Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is news, messages, communications about love and emotions. This can be the expressing of feelings. This can be an apology here. So we're waiting on some sort of a communication about the love here, waiting on some sort of expressing of feelings, or possibly an apology to come through. It looks to me like there was definitely a severing that took place here. Now, to clarify this moon, this fear, worry, and anxiety, not being sure if you're on the path still, not being able to see your way moving forward here, something being hidden. I've got Justice, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So Justice is the Libra Major Arcana card. It's the most powerful card of balance in the deck. It's about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. That sword in the center of the card is used to sever something that's not in balance, so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. Like what's supposed to happen can actually happen. So this looks like we're trying to balance something out here. A lot of times this means that one of you feels like something unfair, unjust took place, and there's this need to balance it out. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, which I don't like to do, but the very first card in your energy, Taurus, is that same Justice card. So it looks like you might be thinking something's not quite fair here, something's not quite right, and it needs balanced out. The next card to clarify the moon is the Page of Swords. Again, news, messages, communication of some kind. Sometimes this can be premature or immature communication, like communication that wasn't properly thought out before words started coming out of somebody's mouth. It could be something like they said something and didn't really mean it that way, or you said something and didn't really mean it that way. It just kind of came out wrong because it wasn't really thought all the way through first. This is also an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, trying to figure something out. Sometimes this can be an energy of someone who's spying or keeping tabs on you, or you keeping tabs on them. This can even represent a third person who saw something that wasn't quite fair and communicated to you about it. There could have been something hidden in the dark, some sort of a secret being kept, and someone saw that, someone found out about it. You could have been snooping around and found that. Your person could have been snooping around and found that. Probably something that wasn't supposed to be happening caused some sort of a split here, and now we're trying to heal the situation, if it's possible. Probably wondering if it's even possible. Final card to clarify the moon is the Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning in something, an opportunity for something here, usually to like re-spark the connection between you. This represents a passionate new beginning, or re-sparking the passion, re-sparking the desire in this connection. Now again, we're going to come back to this as I go through your energy to see how it applies to you. We're going to come back to it as I go through your person's energy to see how it applies to them. Let's scoot it over here out of the way for a second. That's the mutual energy. Let's take a look at your energy, Taurus, because in your energy we have Justice, we have Faith, or the Hierophant card. This deck just calls it Faith. And then these two jumped out together at the end. We got the Five of Wands and Death. So out of these 4 cards that came out for you, 3 of them are major arcana cards. That's pretty powerful, pretty significant energy here. This Justice card, again, we already saw that in the mutual energy, the Libra major arcana card. It's about balancing things out. It's about severing the things that aren't in balance so balance can be restored in this connection. It's about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing, so that what's supposed to happen can happen. Sometimes it represents something unfair and unjust happened, and you're wanting it to be paid for or balanced out. So tell me about Justice. Why is that here for Taurus at the end of February, beginning of March 2022, please? Thank you. Okay. I don't know if you could tell or not, but those two came out reversed and I just turned them upright. I don't read reversals, so I just automatically flip them right side up and read them that way, unless one of them screams at me and tells me not to do that. That didn't happen there, so I'm reading these upright. The bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. This is an energy of pausing to reflect and take stock of this whole situation, take stock of this connection. And what you're doing is taking time to look at the seeds that have been planted between the two of you, and you're trying to decide, is this going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles that I really want? I said here in this overall energy, this is working together as equals to build the 10 of Pentacles. You're taking time to reflect on, is this going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles or not? Is this worth me investing my time, effort, and energy into, or continuing to do so, or reinvesting my time into this? Or is this a situation where it's not going to pan out and maybe I should just cut my losses and move on? So this represents that period of time where you're pausing to reflect and ask those types of questions about this situation or this connection. Looks like you're not quite sure. Right under that we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. This is a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy. It's an energy of balance, but it's more about like trying to maintain your balance or trying to regain your balance after your balance has been thrown off by something. It's about like weighing the options on something, like looking at the pros and the cons, asking questions like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Should I invest here? Should I cut my losses? And not quite being certain about that and going back and forth about it. Looks like this is a very difficult situation for you though. This Strength card is the Leo Major Arcana card. This tells me that this is a difficult situation and it's requiring you to dig down deep and tap into your internal strength in order to even make it through this situation. Sometimes This is an energy of trying to rein yourself in, trying to tame that beast inside yourself, not let yourself rush forward too quickly and make some kind of mistake that messes things up. This is oftentimes someone trying to force themselves to be patient, or just trying really hard to make it through a very difficult situation here. I mean, something has happened that's got you questioning everything, whether this is even worth investing in, whether this is like what you should do here. Man. Sorry about that. Somebody just came into the office and distracted me, but right under that strength card, I've got the Seven of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This is not usually a very good energy here. We've got a few options that this could be. Option one is lying, cheating, stealing, sneaking around behind your back, deceptive behavior, trying to get away with something, which could explain why I'm seeing justice here twice. It could explain why I'm seeing something hidden in the dark. Could explain why I'm seeing the possibility that either you figured this out or someone saw this and reported it to you. That could be what this Ace of Wands is about. There was a passionate new beginning somewhere, and it could have potentially not been with you. Now, this doesn't always mean lying, cheating, and stealing and sneaking around behind your back. Sometimes this is an energy of self-preservation, as in not wanting to be hurt by something. The whole reason the guy's stealing these swords is because he doesn't want to be hurt by those swords. He doesn't want the swords used against him, so he steals them to make sure he can't be hurt by those. So it can be self-preservation. It can also be leaving something behind. He can only carry 5 swords, and he's got to leave 2 swords behind. So it could be that. But something is definitely not quite right for it to cause you such a difficult time to get through this and require all that internal strength to get through it. You're contemplating this whole connection and whether it can even be balanced out after this or not. To clarify justice, I got the Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So this Page of Pentacles, again, can be news and messages and communications about some practical, tangible opportunity here. A lot of times for me, this is planning for the future. So this is you like trying to balance things out and plan for the future, trying to decide whether this can be balanced out or not. And again, I see this energy of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, going back and forth on it, not being able to make up your mind if you should continue this or cut it off. And I think I see why, because there's the 10 of Cups right here. The 10 of Cups is Pisces energy. It's the happy fairy tale ending card. This is like 2 people who are like together and fully in love, and it's like the happy family card. I mean, there's 10 cups of love and a rainbow here, for God's sake. This is the happy fairy tale love connection. So this is telling me that you probably viewed this connection with them as this 10 of Cups happy fairy tale type of a connection. A piece of you is probably hoping that for the happy fairy tale ending where this can all be healed and put back together. But then we've got this 5 of Wands here. This is Leo energy. This is fives are conflict, and wands are about passion or desire. So this is a conflict in your desires, an internal conflict where a piece of you wants to heal this. A piece of you wants to believe this is the 10 of Cups and we can have the happy fairy tale ending. And another piece of you, when we saw that Queen of Swords severing things, another piece of you is like, yeah, I can't get off of this 7 of Swords here. Something's not quite right. And you're internally conflicted. This is like having that internal battle of tug of war in what it is that you want. And it might change from day to day or from minute to minute, where a piece of you wants one thing and another piece of you wants pretty much the opposite thing. And you're having that tug of war inside your desires, trying to figure it out. The next card in your energy, Taurus, is the Taurus Major Arcana card, Faith, or the Hierophant. This deck calls it Faith. This is a card of commitment. This is about taking things to the next level from wherever they are here, about being in a committed connection here. If you guys are split, this is about getting the commitment back. If you guys are not quite split yet and you're just trying to figure this all out, what to do about this, this is you contemplating going to the next level. So tell me more about Faith. Why Hierophant? Why is that here for Taurus? This one wants to come too. Okay, we'll take that. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is an energy of taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. It's about choosing to go inside yourself and do some thinking about something, do some healing on something, and trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. We have the Ace of Pentacles right under that. This is an opportunity. This is a practical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. I saw this Page of Pentacles. He's carrying this Ace of Pentacles. News and messages about this opportunity here. Planning for the future of some opportunity here. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into that Ten of Pentacles we've alluded to a couple of times already. It's not the Ten of Pentacles in and of itself. It just has the potential to get there. It's going to take work. It's going to take time, effort, and energy to get there. And we've seen you already contemplating whether you should continue putting in the time, effort, and energy on something. But that's the thing about aces. They're opportunities. You have to grab these. You have to do something with them. Otherwise, they just represent empty potential. This is looking like you trying to figure out how to heal this, whether there's an opportunity to heal this and move forward with someone from your past. The Six of Cups, this is Scorpio energy. It's the card of the past. It's thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way things used to be. This represents a deep emotional connection between the two of you. It can also represent someone from your past making a comeback. And again, there's some more undecided energy here. Two of Swords is Libra energy. This is a decision needing to be made, only it's not being made, either because you don't have enough information to make the decision, or there's something that you can't see, hence the blindfold. Also notice how prevalent the moon is in the background of that card, and the moon is the mutual energy between the two of you. Sometimes this can represent there's something that you don't want to see, something that you don't want to look at, and that's preventing you from making a decision. But there's definitely a decision that needs to be made. I've seen the Two of Pentacles, you weigh in the options and being kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you not being able to decide something, and right under that is the Two of Wands. Twos are about decisions. This is a fork in the road. It's a crossroads in your life. It's a decision point about which path leads you to the world that you want and which path do you leave behind to get there. Now to clarify this Hierophant card, this card of commitment, I got the Eight of Wands, the Chariot, the Sun, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this Eight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is a fast-moving energy. It's the second fastest energy in the deck. The only energy faster than this is the Chariot card that we're going to go over next. You've got the two fastest energies right here. This can be rapid back and forth, passionate communication about commitment. This can be rapid forward progress on something, rapid forward movement on something. Sometimes it can indicate travel over great distances. A lot of times for me, this represents a whole lot of energy coming at you all at one time, like being overwhelming amount of energy coming at you, feeling overwhelmed. This could be like trying to take a drink of water out of a fire hose. It could literally knock you on your ass and shoot you across the street. So this feels like a lot for you to process, a lot to deal with. It's possible communication's picking back up. I'm not sure that's the case though. I've got you here taking a break, taking a rest here, trying to figure out what to do here to balance this out. Next, I've got the Chariot, the fastest energy in the deck. So it's like things are escalating here for you in terms of the speed at the energy that's coming at you. This is a Cancer Major Arcana card. This is about using your will to get past the problems and the challenges and the roadblocks that have been in your way. Get past all of that and move forward in success and victory very quickly. It's about using your will to do that. Next we have the Sun, the other Leo Major Arcana card. So I've seen quite a bit of Leo out here already. I've seen some Pisces, I've seen some Libra, I've seen some Capricorn. I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4 Leo cards so far. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. It's hard to get a better card than the Sun, especially in a love reading. I'm not certain, though, that that's what this is representing here. We have the Moon here, something being hidden in the dark. The next card in the sequence is the Sun. This would be the light getting shined on something that's hidden in the dark and exposing it for what it is, making it so that it can be seen. This is almost looking like you were heading toward a commitment with this person. Things were going fast in that direction. Things started picking up speed and going even faster, and then either you're hitting some happiness with this person, which it doesn't really look like, or something got the light shined on it, something got exposed, and now it's requiring you to take time to figure out if there's even an opportunity with this person anymore. And it doesn't look like you're able to make that decision. In fact, it looks like we've got this Four of Cups here. This is Cancer energy of like not being happy with the situation, not being content, not being happy with the Three Cups you've got here, and daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that you believe could lead you to happiness and fulfillment. So I'm really not feeling that this is happiness in this case. It looks clearly like you're not happy. A lot of times this can represent that there's either a love offer on the table between the two of you already and it hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air. Or this can be you contemplating making a love offer, trying to figure out if there is an opportunity to do that, and you just haven't done so yet, either because you're afraid of being rejected, or you can't decide, or because something unfair happened and you're not quite able to get past that yet. There's that cup that's hanging here in the air is next, though, the Ace of Cups. That's a new beginning in love and emotions. Now, this could be that, like I said, your person could have been doing some sneaking around. They could have started a passionate new beginning elsewhere, and man, it landed on that card. This could be like you're not happy with the way things are, and you keep thinking about that new beginning that they had. Yeah, right underneath that is the Queen of Swords. Cutting off someone, cutting off the things and people that don't serve you. Something fishy's going on here. The final card to clarify the Hierophant, this commitment, is the Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. Now, I guess in a Taurus reading, this could qualify as you, Taurus. It is definitely an earth sign, feminine energy, but this is Capricorn. This is someone who the home life and the family life would be built around. This is a grounded, stable, nurturing energy, a mothering energy. This is who would manage the assets and the resources of the home. And the card right before that is the Sun, like the sun shining on something that was hidden in the dark, exposing it for what it is. I'm not 100% sure. This definitely doesn't feel like the commitment is progressing forward into happiness. And this is one of the two people, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, would work together as equals to build the Ten of Pentacles. But then we've got options and confusion about the options. Looking like something unjust has happened. I'm hoping this is not a third person involved here. I don't have anything else out here on the table that would tell me we've got a third party going on. But it's possible. The last card that came out for you was actually two that came out at the same time. The Five of Wands, which we've already seen in your energy, and Death. So the Five of Wands, again, is Leo energy of an internal conflict. A conflict in your desires. A piece of you wants one thing, piece of you wants something different, and you're having this tug of war inside your desires, trying to figure out what it is that you actually want. And with that came Death, the Scorpio major arcana card. This is an ending to something. This is something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. So if you think about when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon, it's not having fun in there. It's not fun and games for the caterpillar. It's actually dying and transforming in some painful transformation process into something entirely different. And when it comes out of that cocoon, it's not a caterpillar anymore. It's a beautiful butterfly instead, but it's not easy getting to that spot. So this is similar type of a painful transformation here. Something dying so it can be reborn again as something different and more beautiful. So tell me more about the Five of Wands and death, please. This could just be a piece of you wants to bring this back, and another piece of you is like, nah, this is dead and over with. So tell me more about the Five of Wands and death. Why is that here for Taurus, the end of February, beginning of March 2022? I had two cards like try to come out but didn't. It usually means like kind of start stop type of an energy. I've seen that Two of Pentacles where you can't quite decide. I've got the Five of Wands twice where you're internally conflicted about some of bottom of the deck. We have the Emperor. This is the Aries Major Arcana card. This is a master manifester type of an energy here. This is someone who's got all the tools, abilities, resources to put together a plan to get what they want, and then to execute the plan to get what they want. At its core, this is about taking control, taking charge of a situation, and trying to get what you want. I don't feel that this is you, though. Now, usually this could represent all four kings rolled up into one person. A lot of times I really like the Emperor energy. It's someone who's like a go-getter. They don't take no BS. They go get what they want. They're able to put together the plan and then they execute the plan. Sometimes though, like the negative side to this kind of an energy can be someone who's controlling or a control freak or in it for themselves. Like if you think about the emperors of ancient Rome, for example, they didn't really care how many soldiers died, how many women ended up with their dead husband, or how many children ended up with a dead father. All the emperor really cared about was getting what he wanted, conquering that neighboring land, getting all the riches. So this can be an energy of someone who's really in it for themselves, and you're kind of internally conflicted about them now. I guess this could be you trying to take control of that internal conflict, but it doesn't really feel that way. Right under the Emperor, I have Temperance, which is the Sagittarius Major Arcana card. This is about trying to be patient. It's also about assimilating the changes that are taking place around you here. This can even be an energy of reconciliation, like trying to take the two separate cups and blend them back together into one cup. It's feeling more like trying to be patient, not trying to be in a big hurry here. I think you are definitely conflicted here. Like a piece of you wants to take control of this. A piece of you is trying to be patient and go slow. Another piece of you is this Seven of Wands energy, again, Leo energy. It's going to be walled off and defensive, but it's more about defending your position on something, defending your stance on something, trying to like fight for what it is that you believe in, fight for what you want. And then the very next minute, we're back at that Two of Pentacles, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I can't make up my mind, like, do I or don't I, should I or shouldn't I? Very difficult situation for you to be in. Again, this is Capricorn energy. This is Leo energy. I've seen quite a bit of Capricorn, quite a bit of Leo, quite a bit of Libra. I've seen quite a bit of Aries. You could, quite a bit of Pisces even, and some Cancer. You could be dealing with any of those signs. You could literally be dealing with any sign. This is a general reading. I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person, so it's going to be incredibly hard for me to nail down exactly who you are dealing with specifically. I'm just going to call out all the signs as I see them, just in case they mean anything to you. But this is definitely something difficult for you to deal with here. Clarify the Five of Wands and death. I got the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Cups. This Wheel of Fortune can be divine timing. It can be the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny, so it can represent a fated event here. This can also represent that wheel spinning, like a change in the luck and fortune of this connection here. That wheel turning if things were going good, and and we were moving towards commitment, something happened and now everything has shifted and now it's going bad all of a sudden. And that's what it looks like here. The very next card we have is the Three of Swords, more Libra energy. This is heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third energy. Now that third energy does not always have to be a romantic third party. Sometimes this third energy can be nosy friends, nosy family members, nosy neighbors, co-workers, like somebody sticking their nose in it where it doesn't belong. Sometimes, like anything that we do enough of as humans will create its own energy. So this could be working too much, this could be going to the bar too much, this could be partying too much. There can be any number of things that would have this third energy. It just means it's not necessarily you, it's not necessarily your person. Some other energy is involved here, and we've got some heartbreaking situation here. This is usually some sort of a loss that's causing heartbreak. I did see the Seven of Swords. I do have Justice out here twice, insinuating that something's not fair. I've got the Moon, something being hidden in the dark. This can represent secrets being kept. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Your person has the High Priestess as their first card, which can also represent secrets being kept. When I've got both of these cards out here, usually a good indicator that there's something going on that you don't know about or that you didn't know about. Looks like the sun got shined on that, potentially exposing some third party. Totally possible. The next card we have to clarify the Five of Wands and death is the Four of Wands. So we saw the Three of Wands earlier, and then a little later we saw the Two of Wands. It kind of went backwards a little bit. Now I've seen the Five of Wands twice, and here we are going backwards again to the Four of Wands. So it's like things were moving forward in a commitment between you and this person, and then suddenly we've got this energy of like not being working together here. Options and choices and confusion and communication going bad. Something unjust happened. Potential for a passionate new beginning. So again, we're going backwards here. But this is usually about stability, like stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. Looking like you're internally conflicted about that. You're internally conflicted about whether it's dead or whether that can be turned around, because there's some third energy involved that's causing a loss, causing some sort of a heartbreak. Then we have the Four of Cups. This is, again, Cancer energy. We already saw this on the bottom of the deck. You not being happy with the Three Cups. Now, again, the Three Cups can represent a third cup of love. Not being happy with the situation at the very least, and daydreaming about this other cup. This is either you daydreaming about them starting a new beginning in love and emotions somewhere else, possibly introducing a third party, or this is you not being happy with the way things are between you and you keep daydreaming about your person's cup. You could be contemplating making a love offer to them and you just haven't yet. They could have made a love offer to you and you haven't accepted it or rejected it yet. You're internally conflicted about that, unsure of whether this can be balanced out, the right thing can happen. I'm not really feeling good about it for you, Taurus. Now, that's your energy. Scoot this over a little bit and take a look at your person's energy, because here at the end of February, beginning of March 2022, your person has the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Eight of Swords. So the High Priestess is she who knows. She sits in front of the veil of consciousness, so she has access to all information. She can see everything. She knows everything. The problem with her is she doesn't always tell us everything. So sometimes there's stuff that we're just not meant to know. Sometimes there's stuff we don't need to know until it's time for us to know, at which point she clues us in through our intuition, through gut feelings, through signs, synchronicities, dreams that have messages in them. She represents the intuition. She represents the unconscious mind. She's also the divine feminine energy of the tarot deck, the first feminine energy. All water, all emotions, all intuition originate from her. In a love reading, she can represent that the connection between the two of you is deeper than just something physical, deeper than just something emotional. Can be like a very powerful connection. But notice again, the moon, how prevalent that is in this card. The overall like mutual energy between the two of you is the moon. So again, both of these cards can represent that your person had some secret that they were keeping. Could represent that they're just having intuitive hits about you, or their gut feelings are telling them to go your direction. Let's clarify this High Priestess, please. Why is the High Priestess here? Let's get one more card for Taurus's person on the High Priestess. Okay, we'll take two. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Cups. Scorpio energy, again, the card of the past, thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way things used to be. Again, deep emotional connection between the two of you. This can also represent someone from your person's past making a comeback. If you guys are split, you were together before and now you're not, you could be this person from the past. This person from the past could also be some other person that's not you making a comeback in their life. That's possibly it. Two of Swords, Libra energy. Again, notice how prevalent the moon is in the background here. A decision that your person needs to make. Only they haven't been able to make the decision, either because there's something they can't see, something that they don't have enough information about to make the decision, or something that they don't want to see. They've got the blinders on purpose and they're trying to leave it that way, but there's a decision that they need to make. Four of Swords, more Libra energy. Before I get to this card, the High Priestess is card 2 of the major arcana. I saw 3 of the 2s in your energy. I've got this 2 in your person's energy. I'm getting ready to show you another 2 in their energy. There's definitely some decision that needs made here. Your person couldn't make the decision at some point related to something from their past. Whether that's you or another person, I'm not sure yet. Four of Swords is them choosing to go inside themselves, taking a pause, taking a break, possibly a break in this connection, trying to figure out what to do about this decision, how to move forward from here. Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity they have, some physical, tangible, you can touch it with your hands, kind of an opportunity that they have here. To clarify the High Priestess, I got the Two of Wands, Judgment, the Three of Cups, and the Hanged Man. This is looking an awful lot like a third party now. This Two of Wands is Aries energy. This is a fork in the road. It's a crossroads for your person. It's a decision point. Which of these two paths leads me to the world I want, and which path do I leave behind? Looks like someone from the past has shown back up for them, and now they've got a decision to make, and it doesn't look like they're quite able to make it at this point in time. I don't know how far back this is going, if this is going back a couple of weeks or a month or whatever, but this is not actually current moment, I don't feel like. The next card we have is Judgment. I just said we have some definite decision that your person has to make. This is them making that decision, excuse me, making a final decision, passing their own final verdict and judgment on a situation. Oftentimes this is about, do I call this connection with Taurus dead and over with, or do I resurrect this and bring it back? Could also be, is this connection with this person from my past dead and over with, or do I resurrect it and bring it back? And I got decision here, Two of Swords, decision here, Two of Wands, and the High Priestess is what I'm clarifying, the 2 of the major arcana. She rules over all the decisions. Definitely some decision here. The next card to clarify the High Priestess is the Three of Cups, Cancer energy. A lot of times this is reconciliation energy. It's about being reunited and celebrating. It's about taking the 2 cups of love that are separate cups and dumping them together into one bigger cup, combining everything together. So this can be like uniting to begin with, or reuniting after some separation has occurred. Unfortunately, this can also represent a third-party love connection because we do have 3 cups of love in the picture here. And that could be exactly why we're hitting this Hanged Man energy, Pisces energy of progress being halted, no forward movement, things being stuck right here where they are. Now the Hanged Man is, is hanging upside down because he's trying to look at things from a different perspective than he normally would, a different point of view, different angle. And he's doing that trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. So again, decision, decision, decision. It looks like someone from the past came back, interjected a 3rd cup of love into your connection here. That's probably the unfair thing that happened. It looks like either you saw that, you saw some text messages, you came across some information, or somebody saw it and told you about it. You figured it out, that there was a passionate new beginning somewhere, and now it's not fair, and now shit's in total disarray and completely stuck. The next card for your person, Taurus, is the Chariot. Cancer energy. Again, we already saw this in your energy here, the fastest card in the deck. This is about using the will to get past the problems and the challenges and maybe what's stopping this. Using the will to get past all that so that they can move forward very quickly in success and victory. Sometimes this is like the get in the chariot and get the hell out of Dodge card. Not sure, so clarify this for me, please. Why is the Chariot here for Taurus's romantic person of interest? Let's get one more. Thank you. Wow. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. This is, again, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. This is going back and forth on something, being off balance about something and trying to maintain that balance, trying to regain the balance, trying to get past whatever this is. The thing about the Chariot is like the driver uses their will to power this thing, to steer the beasts that pull it. And if the driver is not in alignment, this thing either doesn't go anywhere and it's just as good as the Hanged Man, stuck right where it's at, or it'll try to go 2 different directions at the same time and rip itself in 2. I've seen 2 a lot. I have 3 of the 4 2s right here. 2 of Pentacles. We just saw the 2 of Swords. I got the 2 of Wands here, the 2 of the Major Arcana. I've got the 2 of Cups here. So we've literally seen all of the 2s. It is almost like your person is not in balance and they're like so undecided they're trying to pull themselves down both of these paths at the same time, which is a good way to get somebody involved in a third-party love connection here. Can't decide which one I want, so fuck it, I'll just take them both. And that's not going to fly. Strength right under that. It's a difficult situation for them, a difficult choice to make for them. They can't decide. This is also them trying to tame that beast inside themselves, trying to rein themselves in, hold themselves back, trying not to make some kind of a mistake here. Again, 3 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy. I've got Capricorn energy out here in this Queen of Pentacles, I mean. 7 of Cups is like options and choices and confusion about what to do, going back and forth on it, can't make up their mind. The Emperor again. I said I felt like that was your person's energy when I saw that over here. That's them trying to get what they want, putting together the plan to get what they want and executing that plan. To clarify this Chariot card, I got the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and the Devil. 2 of Cups is Cancer energy. I've seen quite a bit of Cancer out here now. It's a love connection between 2 people. It's I breathe you in, you breathe me in. We're connected, but it's also a 2. And like I said, 2s represent needing to make a choice. Needing to make a choice. Choice, decision. 3 Cups. I feel like your person has you and some other person, probably someone that they've known from the past, maybe someone they've been with before, or at least have known for a long time. I think there's a third party going on here. Six of Wands, Leo energy. This is a card of recognition. Like either your person being recognized for something or recognizing something themselves. And it's feeling like they got recognized for something, as in you found something out, someone else recognized what they were doing and told you about it. There was something unfair going on, and that got brought to light here. It was hidden in the dark for a while, but then it got brought to light. The Devil is next. Again, Capricorn energy. The Capricorn Major Arcana card. This is a heavy toxic energy. This is sometimes addiction, sometimes obsession. It can be a sexual addiction. It could be an obsession with another person. It can also be a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like there's something that they can't escape, especially if it's someone from their past. It could be a karmic connection that's not fully over and done with yet, and they're still stuck in it, still have some heavy level of attraction to that person, and they feel like that connection has so much gravity they can't escape it. This could go both ways. This could be part of that choice that they're trying to make, because they could have that same level of attraction to you and feel like they can't quite escape you too, which could be why they've had such a hard time making a decision here. But this is not a good energy to have here. Final card in your person's energy is the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini energy. This is an energy of being stuck in their head about something, thinking about something on this repeating loop in their mind, grinding on it over and over and over again, and they're not sure what the safe step to take is here. And they're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because of it. This is also a self-imposed mental prison of their own thoughts. This is like the way they've thought about this has caused them to become trapped. Another meaning for this, like something controlling them, being trapped by something. Obsessiveness, thinking about something a lot, obsessive thinking about something. Tell me about this Eight of Swords for Taurus's person, please. Why is this Eight of Swords here? Oh, taking that one too, thank you. Let's get one more. Why is this Eight of Swords here for Taurus's romantic person of interest? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. What they're obsessively thinking about is now everything's off balance. What do? I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out on this. I don't know who to pick. Do I pick Taurus? Do I pick potentially this Capricorn or this Cancer, this other person from their past? Which one do I pick? Will Taurus take me back? Won't they take me back? What do I do here? And they're off balance. Strength. It's a hard situation for them. They don't want to make a mistake. At the same time, they want to get what they want to get here, and they're trying to take control of this situation. I think they're probably trying to figure out how to take control of this situation here. Reconciliation energy again. Sagittarius energy. But again, I don't know who they're trying to reconcile with. Are they trying to reconcile with you, Taurus? Are they trying to reconcile with some person from their past? Not 100% sure here. You got Seven of Wands, again Leo energy, like defensiveness, like possibly defending themselves against accusations, possibly just defending like what their stance is on something, trying to fight for what it is that they want. Ten of Swords under that. Gemini energy of a swift, probably painful ending. Sometimes this is an ending they didn't see coming. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal. No matter what, this is an ending here. I've seen death on your side already. To clarify this Eight of Swords, I got the Ten of Pentacles, death again, and the Knight of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles, we've alluded to it from the beginning. This is supposed to be working together as equals to build this Ten of Pentacles. The maximum stability, abundance, prosperity, combining the two of you together to make this happy home life, this happy, stable, abundant home life. I've seen you contemplating, is this going to turn into the Ten of Pentacles, or should I cut my losses and move on? But we're not working together as equals here. There's some other options in place that's causing a bunch of confusion, a bunch of back and forth, 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy. Your person is heavily thinking, probably overthinking, grinding, can't get out of their head the 10 of Pentacles that they want. The combining together of them and either you or this other person, and they can't decide. Not sure which, if they're on the right path here. That they don't know what their fear, worry, anxiety. Then we've got death. Again, an ending to something. Something dying so that it can be reborn in a new, more beautiful way. Again, though, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is the connection with you dying, the connection with this other person dying, or if the connection with the other person died and now it's being reborn a different way. All I know is this is an ending, and this is a painful transformation process. And I've got 2 decks that I'm using, and I've got this card in both decks. One's on your side, one's on their side. Could be a death to the 10 of Pentacles. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is slow forward movement, 1 foot in front of the other, like methodical, 1 step at a time. A lot of times this is a frustrating energy. This a lot of times indicates somebody's wanting something to move a lot faster than it's actually going. Wanting things to happen at this chariot speed and only getting this snail's pace here. But this is a frustrating energy. Could be why they're thinking in circles right now. A lot of times this is easy to confuse with the Hanged Man here. It's like, from your person's point of view, progress is happening so slowly that it seems like there is no movement at all. When there is movement, it's just really, really slow here. Your person has got me confused. All I know is something is definitely not right, and it's on their side. I feel like they had something that they were hiding with a third party, someone from their past, possibly a Capricorn, possibly a Leo, a Cancer, a Libra, maybe a Scorpio. It could literally be any sign. Like I said, I'm just calling out the ones that stick out to me very prominently here. Got a little bit of Pisces out here. I'm feeling like it was a third party. Let me know in the comments down below, will you? Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Taurus love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.